Okay, guys, kind of a special video today. Online, they have let me be lazy here and get my chair. Online, they have a kind of like a mystery box. Okay, a buddy of mine, Real Cobra Burnout. He used to get them for this knife company. I forget what it was called, but he'd pick it. Now, these guys give you a lot of disclaimers, which makes me wonder. Because they say things in a certain way that it makes you curious. You're gonna get 11. You're gonna get 11 GoPros here, the GoPro 8s. Now they're very specific to say, don't think you're gonna ever get one that we just happen to miss and it's gonna work. Now they do say that, which makes me curious. How do you know I'm never gonna get one that works? My leeriness came from whether or not these are field destroys. Okay, I don't know. We're going to find out together here. But even if they are, I might be able to get some parts. So I'm going to be positive. I got 25 bucks in this box. And if I can get one camera out of it, or if I get some good parts out of it, that would be nice. Okay, if I got some good parts out of it. But we'll find out. It may be a loss. We'll find out together. Going to open it up with my Tangram. My baby got me that. Thank you, honey. My beautiful Amanda. All right, let's. You did a good job at taping that, didn't you? Oh, reminds me of half-ass sense of trash. All right, we got trash, and we got we'll call it dunnage. There we go. We got more dunnage and more dunnage from looks like Amazon. Some wrap here. Oh, I see cameras in here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, there's our first one. It's an iPhone 8. I mean, not an iPhone. It's a GoPro 8. Actually, doesn't look terrible. All right, let's take it up here and take a look at it together. The screen is good, so that's an expensive piece right there. Screen's good. We got our buttons intact. Over here on the side, our switch is intact. Woo, that's interesting. That is interesting. How in the world would you do that? Ooh, I think I figured it out. Something hit this right there. Wow. What did you shoot it with a BB? Interesting. All right. Comes through as a fail. All right, well, we'll set one there. There's one. It didn't look horrifying or anything like that at all, but it was definitely, it had been, keep this here. Well, that's strange. Now, this one has definitely been, this one's been in the water. All right, you can see the rust and all. This one has been in the water. Somebody didn't do their case right or whatever, and it didn't seal it correctly. Yeah, she's got loads and loads of electrolysis all over it. So, all right, huh? Look at that. Looks like that one was shot with it. What the hell? Huh? Interesting. This one looks nice, huh? Good back screen. We didn't check this one's back screen. How did the back screen? The back screen looked fine on that one. All right, we got back screens. All right. The cases don't look destroyed. Okay. All right. I know what we got going on here. Oh, these guys are slick. These boys are slick. I know exactly what this is. So you have that tag on there, okay? And it has the serial number on it, okay? So they recorded the serial number so it can't be registered, all right? Can't be registered. Inside we've got no water damage in there. And that piece right there is a piece that fails that can be replaced. That's salvageable. But I'm a little worried now because this has a spot in the exact same thing. So I want you to think of a unit that has a metal rod that goes down. I think when these guys, here's what I think the deal is, okay? Now let's just be honest here. This camera comes out of China, okay? This camera probably, and it's a nice camera, all right? But it probably has $20. That's probably the full cost of this is $20, all right? Then China ships it over here. They buy so many of them, okay? But China's getting these things. They're probably costing them, maybe $10 to make. Maybe $10 to make one of these cameras. They're done in a mass production facility. It might be $10 to make this camera. They're selling it for 20. And then you got to ship it over here. By the time it ships over here and gets here, it's probably $50. GoPro gets these, and they're selling them to the dealers and all that for probably $250. Dealers are marking them up another $100. You got $350 to $400 for a camera. That's the average price for one of these cameras. But when you get it and it comes in to be repaired, you got to remember, how much do you have in this camera total? $50? What does the tech cost? So they're going to do the basic run-of-the-mill tests. They're going to check this, check the battery, check that, and if it doesn't come to any of the normal things that they know they can do, then they got to make a determination whether it's going to be refurbished or not. All right? And if it takes more than just a few to figure out what's wrong with it, it's going to take too much time for them. So they take it, they slide it into a machine, all right? They slide it into a machine, and there's a rod. It goes, it punches, it goes down. And that's the exact spot where the lens harness comes across, the LED harness comes across. This is the primary circuit board. The entire everything sits right in this square between here, here, and there. This is exactly where that hole is. See how it cracks it? So they're putting this into a machine, all right, and it's just literally a that's it. Put it in, and just like almost like a little awl or a nail or a piece of a metal rod, stainless steel rod goes, and that's it. It pierced it. So pierced it. Yeah, that's good. It pierced it, man. It pierced it. All right. So we know what's going on here now. Look, some of these even have their plastic still on them. These were brand new cameras. Yeah, they just look at that. Wow, that rod goes right on through. Okay, well, we've got good glass, okay? The rod stops and it doesn't penetrate this. So we've got good back. So we find a broken GoPro 8. All right, we've got LCD screens for the back. We've got lenses, okay? We've got, even though there's a hole in this case, a lot of these come with these cases destroyed. And this case is not destroyed. There's a pry point and a pry point right here. You need to use the right tools, and if you go around the entire thing, this will come off. This actually, when it comes off, you'll be able to take the glass lens out of here, and then you'll be able to take it apart. And you have a really small set of screwdrivers. I think it's a 5-0 Phillips, I believe. Don't quote me on that. It's either a 4 or a 5-0 Phillips that you need to take these apart. But once you do, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call it. They weren't honest on saying that the reason they knew you couldn't get anything out of it was we had field. This is called field destroy, by the way. They don't want. It's going to cost so much money to mail these back. They're not even going to deal with that stuff. It's write it off. Just write it off as a loss. So they're putting them in a machine. They're jamming the rod through it, and that's it. And what's the interesting thing is somebody's selling those, and I don't believe they're supposed to sell those. These are field destroys. You don't sell field destroys. Every one of them has the exact same thing. So once you've done a field destroy, they're just making sure nobody can return this. And you got to understand, there's always people that are trying to, go to a garage sale, find something, and go return it. Okay, whatever. But yeah, that's it. These are all just exactly like that. They've shot them through. Yep, every one of them, straight through. So I mean, I got parts. All right, I'm gonna still consider it good. I won't make you look at every single one of them. I just want to look at every one of them just to be sure that they all got jammed through that machine. Yep, jammed through the machine. And, oh, yep, jammed through the machine. Yeah, it looks like every one of them, yeah. So that's what they're doing. They're just selling you field destroys. You know, if you want to take the time to take off the parts, that's up to you and yours. But I'm not going to consider it a total loss. I mean, you know, I'm cheap. I'll find a broken GoPro that needs a new LED screen in the back that got shattered, and I mean, people aren't going to sell those for that much because, hey, you know. But there you go, guys. That's the you watched it happen. So yeah, when they tell you they're broken, you might want to check. I didn't even notice this on the picture. I'll have to go back and check now, but they did say that nothing was going to work. They did say you could get things like a damaged screen, a damaged LCD screen, a damaged this. They didn't say on there. This is where I say that was dishonest because they didn't specifically say, oh, trust me, nothing's going to work because we jammed a metal rod through every one of them. They didn't say that part. So, but hey, I don't have that much in it. And no matter what, these screens those are worth. The cases are worth and the lenses are worth. So we'll take one apart, find out if the I'm just really curious if that harness goes down and in, or if it goes up and in, or if it went straight across. If it goes straight across, they punctured the harness, which would suck because that's all one piece. That lens inside, this piece right here comes off as a part of this. There's a glass that's over that, but that lens there, when you take it out, that has a harness on it. That's all one piece. If they didn't destroy those, well, hell, I just got 12 lenses. I mean, 11 lenses there. Yeah. I got 11 lenses. I got 11 good LCD backs. I got 11 good frames. Okay. The switches, they're all good. Power switches are good. You know, you got power couplings down here. On most of them, they were good. So the battery couplers there, most of them good. I'm not going to consider it a loss. They got like 20, what was shipping, and it might be $29. And I think that you can't get that for $29. I don't think you can buy that for $29. So I think I did all right. All right, guys, that's it. We got a bunch more videos coming. Was just redoing all my systems and all that. Took a break for a bit, but we're back at it. Back at it. So we'll see you.